What's going on, my friends? My name is M23, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker for Nintendo Wii U. We're off last time. What do we use? Oh, right, we did a trading quest in Windfall Island where we traded various rare items with Goron merchants from Great Fish Isle, Bomb Island, and Mother and Child Isles. And all that was to help improve Zenori's general shop in Windfall Island. And eventually we helped him make his shop successful. And we got 2 rewards, being a piece of heart and a magic armor from doing that side quest. And so now, in this part, we're going to be doing another side quest. This side quest, I finally looked into what this side quest is about, but you may remember that there is these Gorons around the Great Sea, or no, not Gorons, Koroks around some islands in the Great Sea. Now we're actually going to see what those guys are about doing. I wasn't looking where I was. I was looking at my pad there because while I was equipping my items and walking at the same time. Not a good idea. That's like using your phone and drive at the same time. That's very dangerous. Anyway, I took a long way around. Wait, what? I don't even know why I'm going that way. Man, I don't even remember. Half the time whenever I record these videos, and then when I start to add commentary to them, half the time I don't remember like what I did. But yeah. Anyway. As you can see, I'm slowly growing older and feebler. It seems only my wisdom is... is there anything you wish to know? Just ask, and what is it you wish to know? I want to know about the forest water. The forest water. So you learned the secret of our forest haven. The forest water is a mystical and powerful drought that fills the trees with life and vitality. So with such water, it would even be impossible. And yet, the forest water is quickly spoiled by the... Once it leaves the borders of these woods, it will surely. Oh my goodness! So basically, what he's saying is that you can actually put the water in your bottle, which I'm about to do in a little bit. I guess I'm talking to him again. What did I talk to him again for? Oh, to know about the Koroks? Okay. Oh, there are 2 types of Koroks. There's island Koroks and forest Koroks. I don't know the difference as of right now. But I guess we'll figure out soon enough. But anyway, so now we're going to go ahead and get some forest water. Okay, so you put some forest water in your bottle, and so I don't exactly know what regular water does in general in this game. Essentially, with the forest water, as you can see, as soon as you leave the forest haven, you have 30 minutes to use that amount of water for whatever you need to do with it. In this case, we have to go ahead and look for these Koroks that are scattered in the Great Sea. Now, you can try to look for these guys, but trust me, without any like resource on where they are, you're gonna have a hard time finding these guys. So I do recommend talking to the Great Deku Tree. Because what he's gonna do is he will give you the locations of these Koroks on these islands, which is very, very useful. I could simply cut this out to up until the point where I find these Koroks, but I want to show the full process of me using these 30 minutes very wisely. So that's what that is right here. So here I am in Cliff Plateau Isles, which is east from Forest Haven. And so I had to go all around in that cave, all just to get up there in order to get to that tree. So anyway, the forest water lasts for 30 minutes. Now you can use it infinite times up until the 30 minutes are up. So that, which is useful, so that way you don't have to go all the way back to the Forest Haven to get more water 8 times, which would be extremely annoying. In the SD version, this side quest is a little bit harder because you have, instead of 30 minutes, you have 20 minutes to look for these Koroks, which can be a little, I mean, either way, if you know how to get to all these Koroks, how to get to all 8 of these Koroks, then 20 minutes should be more than enough time to get to all the Koroks. And the fact that in this version they extended that time, that makes everything even more easier in for the side quests. And really, it should only take maybe I want to say like 12 to 14 in-game minutes, because that's how easy this is. So we already got 3 of these. Places covered here. We covered the Cliff Plateau Isles. We got the one in Private Oasis, or someone's Oasis, and then we got the one in Eastern Fairy Island. I'm basically covering. I'm not going in order. I'm just going from whichever place is closest from where I am. That's like more convenient for me. And I believe I'm going to Child Isles to get this next Korok. So we've already gotten. We're about to get our 5th one already, which is gonna be pretty good. Alright, there we go. So yeah, there's not much else for me to talk about here, aside from me getting to all these Koroks. Like I said, I could simply just cut myself getting to these islands, but I want you guys to see how much spare time you have at the end of the side quest, because it's just very, very simple. All right, so Mother and Child Isles is cleared, and then Star Island, and then we're about to go to Needle Rock Isle, I believe, because I do not remember off the top of my head on where we're going. But yeah, if you somehow, oh no, this is a Great Fish Isle. Okay, if you somehow run out of time before you're done with all these trees, do not worry. These trees won't. You don't have to start the entire thing all over again. So it's just, yeah. Like I said, this is really not hard. Before I figured out what this is, I thought to myself that, hey, oh man, this is gonna be hard. 30 minutes. This is gonna seem hard, but then doing the actual recording, it turns out it's actually pretty easy. All right, this is Needle Rock Isle, and then the last one should be Shark Island. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna make our way to Shark Island right now, and you'll get yourself a very special reward after all this is over. So let's go ahead and make our way to Shark Island now. So this actually took me 20 minutes of recording to get through this, and so when I did the editing, it turns out to be a 10-minute video. And because I had that much time to fit in another episode, I decided to be a little risky and include the next video along with this one, And for that, this is going to be a two-parter episode. Because because right after this is going to be another side quest, and this should be the fun. And after that, that should conclude all the side quests, and then we should be on our way to finishing up the game, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'm surprisingly, I've went through this game a lot quicker than what I was hoping for. I know Twilight Princess was a really long game. It took quite a while for that game to finish when I did it last year. And then this game, I want to say this game is just as long as Twilight Princess. But of course, since this one had a lot more editing than what Twilight Princess had, and the episodes are just, well, I make more progress because there's more editing involved in these Wind Waker episodes. I don't even know why I'm talking about that, but there we go. Anyway, so by doing that, by watering all of those trees, by the where the Koroks are at, you get yourself a piece of hearts, and unfortunately, you don't get anything from the Great Deku Tree when you go back and talk to him. He just gives you a thanks, and that's pretty much it. All right, and now for the real fun, and that is, you've all been waiting for it. We are going to go on a treasure hunt. So if you guys remembered, several episodes ago, I went all over the Great Sea to fill up the entire sea chart. Well, now we're going to revisit the entire Great Sea again, and this time we are going to get all of the treasures from treasure charts and Triforce charts. So this is going to be very, very long. This is why it's gonna be a two-parter episode. So this should be the last side. This should be the last side quest of the game, as far as all the items, as far as getting all the items are concerned. So so I go in order. There are 49. There's a total of 49 charts, which include 46 treasure charts and 3 Triforce charts. In SD, it's 41 treasure charts and 8 Triforce charts. So because they took away 5 of the Triforce charts, they've been replaced with treasure charts. So we're gonna be looking for a total of 49 charts here. There's one treasure per square. So what I decided to do, I was thinking how I should go about with this video when I recorded it. I was thinking I should go by squares, or go about with them in order as far as the treasure chart numbers. And after quite a while of thinking, I've just finally decided that I should go in treasure chart order, just so it's more convenient for the people looking for these charts, because I can't show the treasure charts on the screen because it's on the gamepad. Anyway, so I didn't talk about the Triforce charts at all. So we just got all 3 of the Triforce charts as I was talking. The first one was located in Greatfish Isle. The second one was located in Stonewatcher Island, and then the third one is located in Cliff Plateau Isles. The other 5 that are exclusive to SD are, we have one in Gale Isle, another one Outset Island, the other one Cliff Plateau Isles, another one in Southern Triangle Island, 7 Star Isle, and 2 Eye Reef. So those are the other 5 Triforce charts if you were to play an SD version. In this version, since those 5 have been replaced with regular treasure charts, they are still located in the same locations. Except you'll get something different instead. and you'll see what those are later. So now that we're done with Triforce shards, as you can see, now that we got all the Triforce, at this point you should have all the Triforce shards. And once you do that, a Triforce gets formed, and now is the point where you can go back to the Tower of Gods, and you'll see that later, and you will not see that in this episode because we have tons of more left to go. So now that we're done with all that, now it's time to move on to the regular treasure charts. So as I said already, there's a total of there's 46 treasure charts that I'm going after right now. I do not know what I got. I do not know what this is, or I do not know what treasure chart number I'm on right now. I know I skipped 3 because treasure chart number 3 was the first one that I got. I got it in the middle of the Let's Play. Just to show the people off how they work. And for those who don't know how treasure charts work, you look at the treasure chart. It'll show you a map of a square, and then there's an X at that specific spot where the treasure is located. Well, then what you have to do is you have to go to it and fish it out using the grappling hook, and then you'll get some pretty sweet rewards. Some of these treasures include 200 rupees, a piece of heart, or special charts that you'll see later. So the first treasure chart was located in the private oasis. Right now, I'm currently in Western Fairy Island as we speak. So the first treasure chart was located the first treasure chart treasure was located in our oasis, private oasis, that contained 200 rupees. The second one was located in Rockspire Isle, that one had a piece of heart. The third one, if you guys do not remember when I got the third one, because I don't remember either, but I did pick it up at some point in the Let's Play. That one was located in Eastern Fairy Island for 200 rupees. The fourth one was in Southern Fairy Island. It had a heart piece. 5 is in Thorn Fairy Island with a piece of heart. 6 is in Six Eye Reef with 200 rupees. 7 is in Star Island with 200 rupees. 8 is in Western Fairy Island with 200 rupees. I think I got 9 as we're speaking right now. But it was located in Horseshoe Island with 200 rupees. Then, now, for this next one I'm going after right now, is in Tingle Island with 200 rupees. So all this, when I recorded this entire thing, it took me an hour and a half, 90 minutes of raw footage to get all 49 of these treasures, which, as you might imagine, is really, really, really long. And I cut that out into a 30-minute video, because not only this is all being fast-forwarded, well, that's not a word, but that not only all this is being fast-forward, but I am cutting to the point where I'm making my way to the treasures, and you can tell, and without looking at the map, you can tell if there's a treasure chart treasure by seeing a glowing light from the spots that you're from seeing the glowing spots, but they disappear as soon as you're near them. In this version, the HD version, it's really easy it's easier to find these treasures because you can multitask. Like, as soon as you see the beaming lights from the water, that means you're near that treasure. And what you can do